Work is something that has taught me everything. I know, and I'm sure it's the same thing with you guys, right? You've met people, you've learned people. There's so many people are watching us right now, and everybody's like, "How do we get started with work?" Some might say, "Oh, you were so lucky, you got it so easy," but nothing is easy, and to maintain garna like 80 time lacks. Some pieces of advice would be really good at the moment, because there's so many people who look up to you. Any pieces of advice for people that you want to throw it out there?
Don't wait, just go for it. If you want to do it, just go for it. Like your right time ma garchu, yo bhayepachi garchu, 80 time ma garchu, yo sakauchu ani balla start garchu. Don't wait, just go for it. And another thing, like you mentioned Tikudai, Miss International ko jun bela malai tyo incident bhayo ni social media harassment and everything, Tikudai really helped me. In fact, he was the person I called Japan, Tokyo bata, and के गर्ने अब भनेर लाइक लाइक सोसियल मिडियामा अब स्टेटमेन्ट दिनु पर्यो नि त होइन अब त्यही त चलन थियो त्यति बेला केही मिस्टेक गर बुली गर्छ ट्रोल पेजेसहरूले एन्ड देन आफ्नो स्टेटमेन्ट देऊ द्याट्स हाउ इट वर्क्स अनि या सो आई स्पोक टु हिम एन्ड ही इज अल्सो बिन अ ग्रेट हेल्प फर मी असम गाई
We really have to figure out that there are certain times हुन्छ नि होइन कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ गाह्रै हुन्छ कि कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ हुन्छ नि होइन त्यो यस्तो गाह्रो हुन्छ अनि आफूसँग जो नजिकै छ त्यही मान्छेलाई खोज्ने त हो नि होइन advices come for free. I keep saying that, but advices come for free. It depends upon which one you want to use and which one you don't want to use, And like you said, Tikudai is an amazing guy. He's helped me out as well.
I love Tikudai. If you're listening to this, I love you.
We all love you.
Like I can talk to Tikudai about anything. Tikudai the फेरि राति बिताउने मान्छे हो नि त कुरा गरेर. Tikudai starts at 6 and he finishes भोलिको बिहान कि he is. I love talking to Tikudai.
All right, now. Let's come to all of us. What's going on with you, though? We've been hearing some kola tira. You've been chilling. You've been hanging out. What's going on?
Ask me. Don't hide behind the bushes. What do you mean?
How is your love life going on, sister?
Well, I am feeling great, brother. What do you mean?
I love this. Look at her vibe right now. Look at her. Everybody should make sure that you guys watch Sanjay Express today, because whenever you get a chance, it's with Sanjay Express with Oshin. That's the best one that we've had. And watch Sanjay Express with Niti as well. Love is a very coming back to love, and love is a huge word. We believe in that, and for it's been tricky. And sometimes it's tricky, sometimes it's not tricky, sometimes it is full of
toxins.
Toxins.
I love toxins.
We know. All right, here we go. Let's tell people how to get rid of toxic people from our lives. Who wants to start first?
End it for good.
Whoa.
Really, end it for good. No matter how long you take it, if you know that person might be a good person but is toxic for you, just end it and let him or her live their life and you live your life and just move on. End it for good and be happy.
अब मेरो त अब यहाँ ठुलै कथाइ सुरु हुन्छ किनभने मलाई म के बिलिभ गर्छु भने होइन टक्सिसिटी भनेको it's sometimes and most of the times it's the situation and not the person.
Okay.
Kinabani, sometimes a person who is really toxic to you might not be toxic to someone else.
True.
So हामीले आफू पनि रिफ्लेक्ट गर्नुपर्छ कि लाइक म पनि त सायद टक्सिक थिएँ होला नि त होइन सो लाइक अरूमा रिफ्लेक्ट गरेर टाइम वेस्ट गर्नुभन्दा just figure out why you went wrong and what triggered that toxicity. Was it the person or did you trigger the toxicity in that person? त्यो चाहिँ figure out गर्नुपर्छ होइन. You need to actually get to the root of it when it comes to handling toxic relationships. किनभने म भन्दिनँ कि I have not been toxic. I have been super toxic to people. Like, and I realize it. I mean, म toxic भएपछि म confront पनि गर्छु कि कहिलेकाहीँ त normally पनि त toxic भइन्छ नि त. अब दिमाग खराब भइरहन्छ. The whole day you're working. बेलुका when I talk to my friend Shiksha, म कहिलेकाहीँ I give her shit कि. And she's like, bro, the toxic भइरह्यो. Like, oh, I'm sorry. So, that is really important. You need to find the root of where the toxicity is coming from.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you do a root canal treatment, right?
I think we all have our flaws, Yeah. And no one is perfect. I think communication is the key.
No, I think people say that communication is the key, but communication is not the key. Comprehension is. किनभने कहिलेकाहीँ, you know what?
Okay.
You are being the nicest person. You are trying to give the best communication to the other person, but if the other person is not being able to comprehend things will never go right.
True.
And that's when you need to figure out that this person is not comprehending this communication right. So I think comprehension
I've
is
had
key.
those experiences too.
Yeah.
त्यही हो यार म त भन्छु like if it's not working just end it. मेरो एक्सपिरियन्समा चाहिँ like जति लम्बाएर चोडाएर पनि if it's not gonna work out just end it. Like be happy, you know, like ऊ पनि खुसी होस् आफू पनि खुसी होस्. So to those who are struggling with relationship,
Yeah, just get a new boyfriend or a girlfriend. I mean,
Sanjay, see, this is the difference, okay?
They pulls apart.
Yeah, this is the difference.
Stop crying over the. First of all, you know, a 19-year-old or whatever, अस्ति मैले बाटोमा हिँडिरहेको थिएँ अनि एकजनाले मलाई direction सोध्यो के excuse me, how do I get to Dumbarai गरेर सिधै जानुहोस्, how do I get to Dumbarai गरेर सिधै
Like
जानुहोस्
foreigner थियो कि
सुन
नेपाली.
सिधै मेरो स्टोरी कहाँ गएर मोडिन्छ त्यो त have patience woman अनि त्यसपछि so direction सोध्यो है उसले मलाई again how do I get to Dumbarai सिधै जानुहोस् and right जानुहोस् and फेरि right जानुहोस् भनेर I don't understand Nepali. Can you English? Okay, so go right. Go straight. Take 3 rights, and then you get to Dumbarai. भनेर भने मैले my phone is dying, and I just feel like I'm getting lost. भनेर भने कि so म evening walk लाई गइरहेको म त्यही बाटो नै हिँड्छु every day. So I'm taking that road. I can guide you through. So मैले के सोचेको थिएँ भने ऊ चाहिँ अब अलिकति बाटो आउँछ होला भनेर सोचेको अलि लामै बाटो हिँड्यौँ हामीहरू होइन अनि पाकिस्तानी रहेछ अनि युएनमा काम गर्नु हुँदो रहेछ उसको मम ड्याड फेरि आई मिट दिज इन्ट्रेस्टिङ पिपल अल द टाइम आई डोन्ट नो हाउ है
Yeah, we know.
अनि ओ गॉड व्हाटएभर अनि ऊ चाहिँ 19 वर्षको रहेछ कि अनि he asked me कि like I'm having started
Oh, this is
talking
a
about
he. Okay, oh my
he.
bad. Ani?
So
Even I
ऊ
was
चाहिँ
thinking
how old are you भनेर सोधे 19 years old भनेर भन्यो अनि पेरेन्ट्सहरूसँग पनि इस्युज भइरहेछ रिलेसनसिपमा पनि इस्युज भइरहेछ So what was your first relationship like Rimalai? You know what I told him? First relationship I cheated on my boyfriend. And he was like with the eyes of judgment he looked at me and he asked me, you cheated on someone? I was like, yes. And that's when I learned cheating is a very, very bad thing and you don't do that. So how you know, what's up with your girlfriend? And I'm having a very stressful time and, you know, like, I don't know okay, what's going on in the relationship. What should I do? And if you don't like her, just change the girlfriend. I mean, like, what's the problem? Like, why are people so judgmental about things and dating new people? I mean, if you not date, how are you going to find out who's perfect for you? I have dated a few people and I'm really grateful that I've dated them because everybody has taught me things about themselves and about people and about, most importantly, myself. So now I can make a decision based on what I've learned through experiences, Nita. मैले के गर्दा ठिक हुन्छ? When am I being toxic? When am I not being toxic? You know, when do I need space? When is it not about that person? And when it is actually about me? So, you know, I think just get another boyfriend or a girlfriend. The world is a much bigger place than you think it is and you always going to find someone better. Come on.
You're always going to find somebody better.
True.
Don't worry about that. And who knows?
Of course.
It can be
So if you have someone nice, just hold on to it. Life gets better.
That's what I was trying to say. It can be a billionaire or it can be a singer. Who knows? And it can be anything at all. But you got to keep looking, right? That's what you're trying to say?
Hajur.
I'm super happy for
What
both
about
of you guys.
you?
I'm single at the moment. Definitely do not have time for to look.
No, I'm not asking
What are you
about your
talking about?
relationship
We
status.
all are single here.
Yeah, we're
Who's
all
married?
single.
Who's married?
No.
Nobody's married.
Oops. No guy.
No, I'm asking about what's your
Relationship.
take on relationship because we're talking about that, not who's dating.
Okay,
or is
all right,
not.
there you go. Oops, sorry, I'm on the straight point. My idea. Relationships for me personally, सिक्न पाइन्छ कि रिलेसनसिपमा होइन अघि नै ओसिनले भनेको आई अग्री विथ यु 100% अन द्याट जोसँग जो भेटे पनि जस्तो मान्छे भेटे पनि हुन्छ नि होइन इट डजन्ट म्याटर वाट काइन्ड अफ गर्ल आई मिट हु आई ह्याङ आउट विथ आई ट्राई टु ग्रास्प थिङ्स के हुन्छ नि होइन त्यो हरेक रिलेसनसिप गुड ओर ब्याड टक्सिक नन टक्सिक or super duper good. There are certain relationships which have been great for me. I know I've traveled the world with that person. And I've learned so much with that person together. तर जिन्दगीको कुनै मोडमा आएर त्यो मिल्दैन.
Yeah, true.
हैन जिन्दगीको कुनै मोडमा आएर चाहिँ या त्यो व्यक्तिलाई पुग्छ या त आफूलाई पुग्छ.
You know, पुग्ने भन्दा पनि we change as human beings नि त.
We keep evolving.
We keep evolving नि. So त्यो इभल्भमा कोही अर्कै तरिकाले इभल्भ होला कोही अर्कै तरिकाले इभल्भ होला अनि त्यो बिचमा म्याच नभएको त हो नि हैन if I'm not wrong.
यसमा एउटा कुरा चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ I was just talking about this with the boys अस्ति हैन कम्प्रोमाइज भन्ने पनि हुँदो रहेछ क्या होइन सबै थोक मेरै अनुसार होस् भन्यो भने मिल्दैन क्या त्यो मिल्दैन होइन र सबै थोक त्यो अर्को व्यक्तिले पनि मेरो अनुसार होस् भनेर भन्यो भने त्यो मिल्दैन रहेछ कि होइन कतै न कतै आएर चाहिँ त्यो दुवैजना चाहिँ कम्प्रोमाइज हुनैपर्छ क्या कमिङ ब्याक टु वाट यु वर सेङ अर्लियर होइन
I'm just gonna be myself भनेर चाहिँ हुँदैन फेरि
त्यो मिल्दैन होइन टु पिपल कमिङ टुगेदर इभन विथ पेरेन्टहुड होइन अघि नै हामीले सुरुमा कुरा गरेको थियौँ नि होइन पेरेन्टहुड इज सो इम्पोर्टेन्ट होइन र तर त्यो पेरेन्टहुडको लागि पनि कति प्लानिङ गर्नुपर्छ कि अहिले आएर यतिकैलाई हामी पेरेन्ट बन्छौँ भनेर हुँदैन होइन सो सबै थोक प्लानिङ गर्नको लागि कम्प्रोमाइज इज सो इम्पोर्टेन्ट होइन त्यो दुवै साइडबाट कम्प्रोमाइज पनि हुनुपर्छ कि
कम्प्रोमाइज हुनुपर्छ बट you don't compromise in a way that makes you sad and the other person happy. You know what I mean? There should be a balance. Okay? Oh, I'm doing so much for you. I've done this for you. I've changed this much. I'm doing it. If that turns into a complaint, it becomes toxic. So compromise in a way ki, okay, if this would make our relationship better, then I'm going to go for it. But if this is not me, this is not who I am, and I'm doing zabardasti just for the sake of relationship, you know, like you lose yourself, right? Okay, so I think compromise garnu parcha, but not in a way that you change yourself and your values.
Can I add something here? I don't know if you've read the book of love languages, but I don't know if you've read it.
No.
The summary of that book is love a person the way the person wants to be loved, right? किनभने एउटा सानो एउटा स्टोरीको इक्जाम्पल दिन्छ है त एउटा चाहिँ म्यारेज काउन्सिलर थियो अरे अनि उसले चाहिँ एउटा कपललाई काउन्सिल गरिरहेको थियो छुट्टै राखेर सोध्यो कि सो वाइफलाई सोद्धाखेरि चाहिँ वेयर डु यु थिङ्क यर म्यारेज इज नट वर्किङ आउट भन्दा चाहिँ I stay at home all day, you know, I'm doing cleaning, all the cooking. तर मेरो husband just showers me with gifts and is never like there for me. So that's there. अब चाहिँ husbandलाई लिएर आएर सोध्यो अरे कि like where do you think your marriage is not working out? And you know what he says? He says, I am doing everything to my wife. I'm buying her all the expensive gifts and everything, but she still doesn't understand. Okay? So the thing is that they both are giving their best to each other. तर उसको निड उसले बुझिरहेको छैन कि सो फर इक्जाम्पल मलाई फ्लावर्स ल्याइदिएको मनपर्छ भने मलाई फ्लावर्स ल्याइदियो डोन्ट गेट मी फकिङ डोनट्स यु नो सो बट द अदर पर्सन इज लाइक होइन आई थिङ्क डोनट्स इज लभ देन त्यो डोनट्स दियो भन्दा त्यो हुँदैन नि त सो आई थिङ्क you need to love the other person like the person who wants to be loved and that comes when you're ready to understand the other person okay? You need to go on a rough ride to get to know the person's dark side and whatever like bright side, whatever.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you 100% in this. I've met, like I said earlier, and I've met some of the best people in my life.
Sure.
I've hung out with them, I've dated them, I've been in a relationship with them, and I cherish each and every single one of them.
I think we should in a relationship, even if it ends in a bad note or in a good note. I think we should never be like, oh, she or he did this to me and I had to go through so much, but rather cherish because we've also had good times, you know, and not focus on the bad moments. It'll make you also a toxic person. So I think focusing on like what happened, you should be like, oh, I've had good times with them, but you know, time to move on and explore.
Yeah, just
other people.
Explore.
Just get a new girlfriend or a boyfriend. That's how it works.
Explore is the word.
Well,
तर यस्तो त्यो अरूलाई त्यो त्यो पास्ट रिलेसनसिप हिल नभइकन चाहिँ अर्को रिलेसनसिप
Yeah,
गएर चाहिँ त्यसलाई
that
चाहिँ
would
युज
make-
गर्नु एकदमै
Rebound भन्छ नि फेरि
रिबाउन्ड भनेको
Rebound, हजुर define गर्छ न
I have no idea. I've heard about this thing.
Rebound is
I don't
bad.
understand it. I don't understand
Rebound
it.
is really bad until you find a very good rebound. Rebound
Until
is
you find
really
a
bad.
very good rebound.
Yeah.
No, I got no idea on that
Really?
aspect.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god!
I don't buy
thought
this.
the
Yeah.
cycle of relationship works with having rebounds after rebounds.
Well, my cycle of relationship right now, currently, I really don't have time. But of course, I've had my fair
But
share.
What
honestly-
do you think about rebound?
I really don't know because I fall in love.
But
Easily.
I straight up fall in love
True.
easily. I've
Me
got
too.
it's too gullible heart.
can somebody listen to me too?
Oh, sorry. Oh, me too.
Mother, I fall in love too. Yeah. So you were saying
I fall in love
me
straight
too.
up.
Me too. I'm like all in or nothing.
The last person that I'm all in
Yeah.
or nothing.
Yeah.
The last person I met was like I straight up told her I really like you. I met her that day. I met her one day before, and the next day after
You're in love.
After 2 days we went on lunch. We met on lunch, and I told her I really
Is this
like you.
recent? Is this
No, this is
recent?
some time ago. I know this is some time ago.
And then you broke up?
No. We never dated. Yeah, we never
Oh.
dated because I told her I really like you straight up. And
Yeah.
why waste time? You know,
So what did she say?
No, we hung out a couple of times, but it didn't work out because she had different priorities and I had different priorities, so it never panned out.
Oh no.
If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications.